Hi, my viewers. Today we are going to know about the life story of another brave woman of Karnataka named Keladi Chennamma. Presently, Keladi is a village in the Sagara taluk of Shimoga district of Karnataka. In her lifetime, Chennamma dealt with the Portuguese who had dominated the Indian coast for 150 years. And she even saw the advent of the British and the Dutch. She managed to maintain a prosperous and rich kingdom by foreign trade with pepper. The Portuguese called her the Reina de Pimenta, means the pepper queen. Keladi Chennamma was a brave fighter who fought just like Kittur Rani Chennamma and Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, but not against British. She fought against the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. It was around 1690. Aurangzeb ambushed to kill Shivaji's son Rajaram. At that time, the bravest woman of Karnataka who comes forward to rescue Rajaram against Aurangzeb, who took over all of North India and gave himself the title of Alamgir, means who conquered the world. The kingdom of Keladi was founded by Chaudanayaka. In 1664, Somashekara Nayaka, the son of Shivappa Nayaka, became the 10th ruler of Keladi. As he was roaming around the fair at Rameshwara temple in Keladi, his eye fell on the gorgeous young Chennamma, who was the daughter of a merchant named Siddappa Shetty, and decided to marry her. But Somashekara Nayaka received objections from his ministers against Chennamma because of her non-royal background. Somashekara overruled the objections and married Chennamma. Soon after marriage, Chennamma received a royal education in warfare, weaponry, music, arts, literature, politics, and administration. But unfortunately, they did not have an offspring. Every year, Keladi used to celebrate Dasera royally, accompanied by performances by various artists. During one Dasera, King became fascinated by a dancer, Kalavati, and was obsessed about her, and he gradually fell sick and lost interest in his kingdom. The administration of the kingdom was more or less run by the queen with the help of her ministers. The ministers were worried about the succession and pressured the queen to adopt their sons. But the queen resisted these pressures, hoping for a miracle and the return of the king. The Sultan of Bijapur saw this as an opportune moment to finally acquire the Keladi kingdom and sent his forces. By that time, Queen secretly left with her troops and treasures for Bhuvanagiri fort, which was hidden deep in jungle and ravines. After acquiring Bidanur, the capital of Keladi dynasty, the Bijapur army followed Bhuvanagiri to catch the queen, but Chennamma's army managed to ambush the Bijapur forces. The Bijapur army was destroyed. The queen triumphantly returned to Bidanur and was crowned in her own right in 1671 and became 11th ruler of Keladi. Chennamma adopted a 3-year-old son, Basappa, as a successor of her kingdom. Chennamma spent her leisure time in meditation, acts of charity, and kindness. One afternoon, as usual, when the queen was helping the poor ants, she noticed 4 monks. Soon she realized that they were not ordinary monks and questioned who they were. One of them was Rajaram, the son of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Aurangzeb had sent a huge army to kill Rajaram and to destroy his kingdom. Rajaram approached several kings to give him a shelter, but they all refused, afraid of Aurangzeb's anger. But Queen Chennamma showed courage to give protection to Rajaram and to face Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb came to know that Rajaram was in Keladi under the protection of Queen Chennamma. Soon he sent an army to capture Rajaram, but by then Rajaram had safely reached the Jinji fort. The queen was fully prepared for the war in waiting the path of the Mughal army. The Mughal army found it extremely difficult to pass through the thick forest in the heavy downpour of Malnad area and did not have the grit to advance further and raise the Keladi fort. The major part of the Mughal army had been destroyed and captured several Mughal captains and began butchering Mughal soldiers. The Mughals, who defeated many chieftains and kings, was shocked to suffer a defeat from a woman and came to an agreement with Queen Chennamma. Chennamma also was glad to have this treaty. Later, Aurangzeb recognized her as independent ruler. Queen Chennamma ruled over Keladi from 1671 to 1696. She died in 1696, handing over her kingdom to Basappa Nayaka, later known as Keladi Basavaraj. The great honor of a decisive victory in a war with Aurangzeb thus belongs to the brave Chennamma, a heroine of Karnataka.